All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the brothers out there pushing his word in all truth and all sincerity. And we're just going to get into a quick lesson, about, perpetual names, all right? And I was pondering about this the other day. For some reason, I was thinking about seed lines, okay? You know how we we pass down our name, by our seeds. We have a son, he's got our name, and then if he has a son, he passes the family name down, so on and so forth. And I was just thinking about how if we continue to endure to the end, and as the scriptures say, was they that endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
Yep.
If we're part of that 144,000, we're going to have a perpetual name in the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be an everlasting name. And that's something that we're fighting for, okay? There's several things that we're fighting for. First and foremost, all right, we're fighting for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, pushing that truth out there. And then with that being said, us pushing this truth, we're fighting for what? Salvation, okay? That's what we really want. We don't want to die in this kingdom. And if we do die in this kingdom, we want to die for righteousness' sake. We don't want to die like the uncircumcised, as the scriptures talk about, okay? And with us, fighting for this, fighting for the name, we get what? The salvation. Then comes what? The transformation of our, our bodies. Us getting the basically the spiritual bodies. The new bodies. All right, which comes with what? The new covenant. With the laws, statutes, and commandments being instilled in our mind. And with that being said, we get what? The glorification, okay? The dominion. Because, the Lord's going to give us the kingdom then. All right? We're going to be the ones that are suitable to rule the world. And then with that being said, we're going to get an everlasting kingdom because we're going to be perfect. We're going to not sin anymore. All right? These things are all coming. And then ultimately what? That comes the us having that everlasting name, that perpetual name. All right, that's why. Can you get that real quick in Corinthians, where it talks about we're fighting for an incorruptible crown. Mm-hmm. See, our people, they're fighting for what? Corruptible crowns, like the Floyd Mayweathers. All right, you got the LeBron James. These people are fighting for what? NBA trophy. Which they don't even get to own and keep. They got to give it to their slave owner. At the end of the day, they can touch it, kiss it, when they first get it. But then afterwards, who really gets that trophy? Esau Edom. He takes the trophy, puts it in his office or however they do it, and they got it. All Jake gets at most is what? A championship ring, which the majority of Jake, who was on the roster, by the time their career ends, they have to sell that ring just so they can afford bills, man. All right, But that's what our people seek after, that corruptible crown. Things that are going to get destroyed anyways, in the end, because it talks about in 2 Peter 3:10 that all the works that are done therein, okay, in this place, it's going to get dissolved, it's going to get melted, man. All right, it's not going to last. See, the kingdom that's coming is going to be forever, okay? You got that scripture?
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Mm-hmm. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Yep, because when you read up above, if I'm not mistaken, it goes into
24.
So running a race. Okay, we're running a race too. Okay, but it's a spiritual race for us. Mm-hmm. See, our people, they're running that carnal race. They're trying to set up businesses, get a house. Do all these things in this kingdom, even have a name in this kingdom. But you see, we're running a spiritual race. We're trying to get into the kingdom. We're trying to get that everlasting name. We're trying to get, have the everlasting kingdom, All right, so read just 25 again. We don't have to get 24.
Verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Yep, exactly. We're doing it for an incorruptible crown. We want those crowns that's spoken about in, what is that, second Ezra, the second chapter, all right? Those crowns that Yahweh Shai, those crowns that he places upon the elect's head. In particular, though, 144,000. Okay? All right? You want to get that or no? You got it?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking.
It's like 40, 41.
Oh, right here. Yeah, this is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature.
That's talking about Yahushua, okay?
Taller than all the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
So yeah, that's the main point, okay? Hey, Yahushua, all right, he placed those crowns upon the elect's head, okay? And look, when that day occurs, these crowns, okay, because that's there's going to be physical crowns that are placed upon us, but it's also spiritual too, okay? That's meaning we're never going to once we get those crowns, that means we're going to get the kingdom. You know, we're going to have the dominion, and also no one's ever going to take our kingdom away. Can you get that where it talks about what is it in Daniel's, if you can find it, where it talks about this being an everlasting kingdom that's to come?
Oh, yeah.
I forget exactly where that's at. If you can find it, Baba Kusha. You see, the kingdom that's to come is going to be a kingdom that's never going to fade away. All right, unlike this place. You see, America and Esau, in particular Esau's kingdom, it has an expiration date. All right, and once that expiration date hits, what's the Lord going to do? He's going to take Esau, all right, and throw him out, man. Okay, he's going to throw away his kingdom. And then eventually Esau actually has an expiration date, you know? Right. He's actually going to get thrown out. He's going to be eliminated, exterminated. All right? And, you know, Yahweh knows that, you know, that set, you know, time, you know? You know, we're just waiting for it. We're playing everything out right now. All right? Does a brother have that by any chance?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah.
This is the book.
Speak up, too, because you're kind of far.
It's book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
And who are the saints? The Israelites. What is this? Psalms
50.
Psalms 50. Okay, Khan. If you can get that, you know, real quick.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't. Man, I thought it was Psalms like 149. That's beautiful.
That's another one. This is Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Yeah, and who made that covenant with the Most High? You go read in the book of Exodus, you know. We don't really have to get it unless you find it quickly.
I got a different one, if I may.
Oh, yeah, if you got, one on deck, yeah.
Yeah. This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 46. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
It didn't say anybody else, okay? Yeah. It said Israel. Okay, that was a group of people that was specified. Okay, it didn't say all the nations. It didn't say Esau. It didn't say Moab, Ishmael. It didn't say any of these other nations. It said Israel. Okay.
I got another one.
Hey, the brother's got another one.
I got another one. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 15. One of my favorites. Second Chronicles 15 and 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, of their fathers, with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
Yeah, and basically, who is that talking about? Who is that talking about in that 2 Chronicles? That's Israel. Okay, so the covenant was has and always will be with the Israelites. Okay, simple as that. You can't. You know how they talk about, grafting themselves in and all that? No. Even nature tells you this. You cannot graft two different species, man. You cannot graft. I cannot take a apple tree, right? Cut the, a piece off of an apple tree, and I cannot graft it to a maple tree. It's not going to work. So you cannot take another nation and graft it into the nation of Israel. That's not... You know what I mean? That's not going to happen, all right? And that's a whole nother lesson within itself, all right? Right there. All right, but point being, though, is, look, those saints that are talking about in Daniel, the 2nd chapter, if the brother can read it again. All right, Daniel,
This is Daniel chapter 7 and 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Okay, which we just proved that that's talking about Israel. Okay, the Israelites. All right, keep going.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom,
Woo.
and all dominion shall serve and obey him.
That's right. Okay, it's an everlasting kingdom, and it talked about how others are going to serve and obey. So that proves right there that there are going to be servants and slaves, which basically a servant is a slave. Okay, in the kingdom of heaven, you heathens are going to be our subjects. It's simple as that. It's not hard to understand. Look, every kingdom has there's the ruling class, and then it breaks down, okay? And then you have the subjects. Simple as that. It's not hard. It's really not hard to understand, okay? All right, but for you people out there, it's super far-fetched. Like, this is something that's not, not possible. It's unrealistic, It's bizarre. No, what it is either A, you're a heathen, okay, and you're afraid that you're going to get, put into, hardcore slavery. For you're basically going to have to pay for your crimes. That's one. Or two, you're an Israelite that has that, that spirit, that delusional ass spirit, all right, of you got to love everybody. You see?
That's madness in itself, because here it is, we're in Esau Edom's queendom, and they don't love us, and it's evident. All right, they're killing us on the streets every day here in America, man. Where's the love, man? Where was the love during slavery? When we came over here on cargo slave ships and chained up.
Brother, where's the love now?
That's what I'm saying. It's never been here. That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Even to this day, where's the love now? The last time I checked, I see Jay getting shot down. I saw a 9-year-old girl getting pepper sprayed. All right, by the what was it in New York? Not New York City. I think it was Rochester, if I'm not mistaken. All right.
Yeah.
Upstate New York, she got pepper sprayed. She's 9 years old. Last time I checked, you got, Northern Kingdom, the so-called Hispanics, whether they be, Mexican, Guatemalan, what else, Honduran. They're getting shot at the border. They're getting detained in detention camps. All right, that's what I checked the last time. Last time I checked with the Native Americans, they got what is it? Pipelines going through their oil pipelines going through their natural resources. Their fresh water. They're stuck on reservations. That's basically worse than a third world country. They don't even know if they're gonna survive day to day. That's the last time I checked, man. I mean, I don't know, what you people are looking at, man, or what you're seeing out there, but that's what I see. Okay, man. But yeah. Point being though, this is gonna be an everlasting kingdom, right? Which in turn gives us an everlasting name. Can you give a either type in perpetual name or everlasting name? I believe it's everlasting name.
I got one.
If I'm not mistaken.
Sirach.
Yeah, if that's the one. Is that the 44 or something like that?
Oh no, I got a 37 and 26.
What does it say? You just get it, Doc.
Okay, Sirach 37 verse 26. A wise man shall inherit glory among his people.
And who are the wise men? It's the prophets, the 144,000. Those are the wise men. Okay. Those are the ones that fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shai. And what does it say? The beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. These are the men that fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shai, okay?
And his name shall be perpetual.
Exactly. Their names are going to be perpetual, meaning everlasting. It's not going to end. All right, you got another one, Doc?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Sirach 15 and 6, he shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name.
Yeah, and that's talking about wisdom, okay? Wisdom, all right, which we made that statement. Scripture say in Proverbs 1 and 7 that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, okay? Now, it said there that because you got to read the whole chapter, Sirach 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
I think it's the whole chapter. That she is going into wisdom. And it said that, read that one more time, Salakia.
Sirach 15 and 6, he shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name.
Yeah, we're going to inherit everlasting names, okay? Names that can't be taken away, names that are good. Our names aren't going to be forgotten. You see, Esau, his name's going to be forgotten, all right, in that day. And I believe it even says that in the scriptures, all right? if I'm not mistaken, once he's, done away with, he's going to be, as a bad dream. He's going to be forgotten, if I'm not mistaken. You know? You know? You got something in Isaiah?
No, the scripture we're talking about is in Isaiah.
Con. All right? You see? In the kingdom, especially after Esau's done away with, no one's going to remember him like that, okay? Now, I'm sure he's going to have somewhat of a remembrance. We're going to remember him, Salakia, because it's going to be in history, so to speak. You know what I mean? We're going to be reminded of, hey, this man ruled over us at one point, and that's because we were wicked, But when I say remembered, it's not going to be as in something that's going to be in a good light,
Well, in the Jeremiah 16, it tells you that this deliverance, is going to be talked about instead of the one in Egypt, because it's going to be greater, and also on the flip side, the destruction. There's going to be great destruction that's never been here ever on earth before. You understand? The earth is going to rock to and fro, and it's going to come to, the house of Edom. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about this in the future, we're going to remember how the Lord fucked up Esau, Edom, man, modern day Basra, America.
That's right.
I got. Oh, you got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, you got some. I'll bring it
this
up.
Is Isaiah 14 and 16. They that see, it's like they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, "Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms?" And that's talking about Esau, all right. And when he's gonna be in the kingdom and serving us in captivity, man, we're gonna look at him and think like, man, this is the dude that made the earth to tremble.
Yeah, not only just us, everybody,
all the
nations.
Mm-hmm. Like this base ass dude right here.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He's very weak. Esau's the weakest nation, man. All right, they can't handle first and foremost sunlight. Every nation can deal with having deal with the sun.
A little vitamin D.
Yeah, it benefits them. This guy can't even deal with that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just everything about him, he's physically weak, mentally weak. He's a puny and just a puny nation, man.
Yeah.
This guy's not mighty at all. The Lord just made him mighty, and really it's that sword, and that's left hand spiritual powers. If you can receive it, all right, you gotta really think about it. This guy manipulates elements, man. All right, to destroy. Really think about it. That's spiritual powers. All these things, with his, what is it? Those UAVs and all that stuff, those thermal goggles, that's manipulation of elements, man.
Yeah.
All right? That's left-handed spiritual powers, but it's still carnal, though. We're actually going to, go above and beyond that,
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. But, man,
I got one more, yeah. This First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 50. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's why we got these scriptures, man, because everything written aforetime was literally for us. This Bible is for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and also the speckled bird. All right? For the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You see, and if you do these things, you will get an everlasting name.
Can I add? Our forefathers have an everlasting name.
Yeah.
Look, these scriptures are about our forefathers, and their name has been passed down from generation to generation. You have even heathens taking our forefathers' names. You got heathens. They'll be named David. You got a whole nation, all right, that calls themselves Israel, and they're not even Israelites.
Yeah.
You gotta really think about it. These people hate us so much, but they're so obsessed with us that they want to be us, man. They took our actual name, our forefathers' names that were passed down to us. They call themselves the Jews. They'll say that they're Israelis, but they're getting at that. Pretty much what they're getting at is they're saying, "Oh yeah, well we're the Israelites of the Bible," That's crazy, man. But here's the crazy part: you got our own people that don't want to be called Israelites.
Yeah.
They don't want to be called the Most High's children. They rather give it to another people. That's why 2/3 got to go. See, the 1/3, we're fighting for this, man. We're fighting for this this good name. If a brother can get that in that Ecclesiastes 7:1.
Yeah, you got it? I got it.
You got some,
I got it
Daniel?
right here on deck.
Get that on what you got,
This is,
brother, and then whatever you got, Daniel, we'll go to you then.
this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment in the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Yeah, a good name is better than precious ointment. Look, a good name's hard to get, all right? It's really hard to get. It takes a long time, to build up to build up that reputation, all right? And it takes seconds to destroy it. Seconds, man. You could do one thing and destroy your name completely.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's why it's you want to have that good name.
Your reputation.
Yep, you want to have that good reputation. And that's what we're doing. We're fighting for that. And when you hear, if you have a good reputation, you could just say somebody's name. Oh, this is so-and-so, so-and-so. And you'll be like, oh, damn, okay. Well, he's a hard worker. He's what else they'll say about a person? He's honest. He's trustworthy. Okay, so on and so forth. You got Esau, man. That's why he's trying to run away from his name, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing good that comes with Esau, man. What is it, John 10:10? The thief cometh not to destroy, kill, how does it go? Steal, kill, and destroy.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what Esau's known for. None but violence, murder, all right, and thievery. All right? And see, he's trying to run away from that. But see, that name's going to get thrown on him while we're going to get, get our name thrown on us. All right? That good name. Okay?
Kind of, if I may say, that precious ointment, because, Jake be simple when they first read these things, because they think of the lotions at, like Walmart or Walgreens, No, man, you got to get into Matthew 26 when Yahushua was in Bethany, The woman who used that precious ointment to, she used it on him, for his burial. And they asked her, like, why, she sold it. They could have, why did she do that? She could have sold the ointment for so much, you know what I'm saying? So a precious name is more valuable than that precious ointment, you see?
Yeah, and you got to remember, too, when you get into the law with, the Levites and all that, they had to put oils on. They had to do, it was a whole ritual. It was literally a ritual with ointments, okay? And it said a good name is better than those precious ointments, okay? You got to think about that.
Yeah.
Because those ointments were used to perform holy, sacrifices, holy services. Okay? But it said that good name is better than that. Just think about that. All right? You got some, Daniel Oliver?
This is Luke chapter 10 and 20.
Salaki, I got to say this. I was going to hold my peace on it, but the Spirit said let it come out. Because it talks about it, what does it say in the scriptures, all right? Because when the Levites, going back to what I was saying with the ointments, right? The Levites used it for holy services and sacrifices. The scriptures talk about what in that Samuel, obedience is better than sacrifice, right?
Mm-hmm.
The elect is obedient. So if you're obedient, there's no need for sacrifice. All right. And look, the works of the elect is a I was thinking that in Sirach 35. I was trying to think of how it was it's worded. Those are those sacrifices, those spiritual sacrifices. That's pleasing to the Lord. That's a sweet savor to Him. Okay, and the Lord rather have you be obedient and be an obedient servant than one that's rebelling and then trying to do those those carnal sacrifices that the Levites did. Okay, so that's why it's better to have that good name, right? To be that obedient servant. All right, you got something, Raphael?
Oh, the Sirach you quoted?
Yeah, 35 started
6.
Man, well, really that whole Sirach from the 35th, Sirach 35 1 through like 8 or 9, it goes into it. But we'll just get the main point. Just get 7 Ak. Yeah, just get 7 Ak.
Okay. Sirach 35:7, the sacrifice of a just man is acceptable, and the memorial thereof shall never be forgotten.
You see, the sacrifice of a just man is acceptable, okay, to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and we're doing spiritual sacrifices right now. Us, turning away from wickedness. Us preaching His word, being charitable, okay. Us fighting temptation. All right, that's a sacrifice, and the Lord likes that. And can you get that second part real quick? I forgot what it said. And it said in the second part, and the memorial thereof shall never be forgotten. And you see, the Lord's not going to forget our works and labor of love. Get that real quick too, in the book of Hebrews.
Yep.
All right.
This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward His name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
You see, the Lord's not going to forget all our works, okay? And we've been ministering, all right?
Right.
We've been ministering, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? And the Lord's not going to forget that. He's not going to forget it. Mm-hmm. All right? We just have to wait. Hey, what does it say? The Lord's going to give every needful thing in due season. The Lord's going to give us, our that salvation, that glory, the riches, all that stuff, the good, that good and that good name in due time. All right, that everlasting name. Okay, Daniela, but you got your scripture?
Yeah.
Salakia, this was all through the Spirit. I had to bring it out.
This is Luke chapter 10 and 20. Notwithstanding in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. And we're part of the hope for righteous elect, man. Our names are going to be written in heaven, man. All right.
Yeah.
And in the kingdom, people are going to give us praise, man, for the mighty works that we did on this side, man. All right.
Yeah.
This work that we're doing, man, is mighty, man. All right. Going out there, setting a standard. All right, waking up our people, coming back into our power, teaching our people the right way, teaching our people to the way of life, because the ways of America, man, every other ways and doctrines, man, leads to death, man, but this leads to life, man.
That's right.
All right, so hey, man, Lord, with those men, we're gonna be praised, man. All right.
That's right. Hey, because you said you made a statement saying talking about we hope our names are remembered in the kingdom, right? I think you said something under those lines. It said in the book of Revelation, I think the 21st or 22nd chapter, the apostles, all right, the top, the 12, all right, they're going to have their names written on, I think it was like gates or pillars, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Okay? They're going to have their names written. That's how significant they are in this story of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? And, everything's, first it's Yahweh being the top of everything, then Yahweh Shai, then King David, which King David is Peter, all right, the Apostle Peter, all right? Then you have the rest of the 11 apostles, and then after that, the remaining 144,000, okay? There's an order to things in the kingdom, all right? And the 12 are great men, that's all I can say. They're great men, that the Lord literally is going to have their names on pillars, man. That's heavy. That's all I can say. That's heavy, And look, and then the rest of the 144,000 are still going to get remembered, But those 12, right? They're very special to the Lord for whatever reason, okay? That's above my pay grade, And my thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts, man, And I ain't searching things that are above me, as the scriptures in Sirach 3 says. All I know is that those particular men are very significant, and who knows what they've done, in this movie of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay? Who knows what they've done, being those first spirits, that was created. Who knows what they've done, besides being the apostles. We know King David was, the Apostle Peter was King David. He was Zerubbabel, all right? He was Abraham, okay?
Moses.
Moses, we know that. We just he could have been more though. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then who knows what the other apostles have done? This stuff is serious business, man. There's more. See, the Lord just gave us these scriptures, right? All right, this is what we need for now. But the Lord's going to give us more in the kingdom. The Lord's going to open up our minds in the kingdom. He's going to allow us to see, what happened. So this is some serious business, man. All right, but you Akim got anything else? But that's pretty much it. Hey, Akim, we're fighting for something. We're fighting for those names, man. That's those perpetual names, those everlasting names. All right, and this is a mighty work. So don't get slack. Don't get lazy. Jay, just keep fighting, keep pushing, man. That's all I can really say. Hey, because that reward that we're getting is gonna be so great. Hey, get that real quick and man, what is that? What is that? Romans 8 and 17. I think it's 8 and 17. We can end it off with that.
Romans 8 and 17.
Baba Kusha.
Joint heirs?
8 and 18. Baba Kusha.
Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yep. So just think about that, Akim. The little minor, what does it talk about in the scripture? The light affliction that you're going through is nothing, man, compared to the reward you're going to get. Really, we shouldn't even be getting this reward, but we are.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah set it up that way. So just think about that, all right? So, go through that straight gate, deal with the trials and tribulations, and keep pushing, all right? And with that, we're going to close off. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. And, Baba Ball, don't take that chip, and Shalom.
Shalom.